Hey everyone, I'm Tony. So, the top 7 teams in the Premier League this season are quite a way clear of the rest of the teams in the league, so I've decided to do a FIFA experiment to see what would happen if they're in a league of their own. As you can see, the league features Arsenal, Chelsea, Everton, Liverpool, Manchester City, Manchester United and Spurs. Now in this competition, each team will play each other twice, and I'll simulate the matches to see who FIFA thinks will come out on top. So, let's get started and simulate the first 3 matches to get the league up and running. Now, in the actual Premier League, Liverpool have the best record as they went unbeaten against the other top 7 teams, whilst Arsenal have the worst record with just the 1 win against Chelsea when they won 3-0 earlier in the season. But let's see who FIFA thinks will come out on top. So let's have a look at match day 1. Arsenal hold Manchester City to a 1-1 draw. Liverpool pick up a really good win at Stamford Bridge, winning 2-1, whilst Spurs also get off to a winning start, beating United by a goal to nil. Match day 2 will feature Everton for the first time, and they pick up a good 2-1 win at Anfield in the Merseyside derby. Manchester City draw 1-1 with Chelsea, whilst United beaten by Arsenal by a goal to nil. So 2 defeats for United in their opening 2 games. Let's have a look at match day 3. And United do bounce back with a really good win at Stamford Bridge, winning 1-0. Spurs win the North London derby in what looks like a cracking match, winning 3-2, whilst Everton beat Man City by a goal to nil. So good result for Everton there. Let's have a look at how that affects the table then, after the opening match days. So Spurs and Everton, despite playing less than most other sides, actually lead the way with 100% records, 6 points apiece. Arsenal are on 4 points, Liverpool and United have 3 points apiece, City just 2 so far, and Chelsea yet to win with just 1 point. So a really good start for Spurs and Everton. Let's have a quick look at the top goal scorers to begin with. Dembele and Ozil both had 2, a whole host of players have 1 so far. In the assist, Dele Alli with 2 leads the way. A whole host of players again there with 1. Clean sheets, Everton, Arsenal, Spurs and United there with just 1 so far. Dejan Lovren has the most yellow cards with 2 and no red cards yet in the opening 3 match days. So let's keep the season going and simulate the next 2 match days to see what happens there. So Everton and Liverpool for United. And it's a really good win for Everton, winning 3-2. A really good start to the season for them. Liverpool pick up a good win, beating City by 2 goals to nil. And Spurs and Chelsea play out a 1-1 draw. Match day 5. Chelsea beat Arsenal by a goal to nil, good result there for them. Everton held by Spurs but still had a good start to the season, and United pick up a good win at Anfield, winning 2-1. So let's see what that's done to the table. I think it should be quite close. It is Everton though who lead the way with 10 points and are unbeaten. Spurs are also unbeaten on 8 points. Liverpool and United 6 points apiece, but United have played 5 games. Chelsea have also played 5 games with just the 5 points so far. Arsenal have 4 points and Man City bottom there. No wins so far and only 2 points. Again, let's have a look at our top goal scorers. And there's Michael Carrick there with 3 and Barkley with 3. Probably not the 2 goal scorers we were expecting to have the most. Dembele, Sturridge, Moses and Ozil all on 2. In the assists, Morales, Henderson, Ali and Martial all have 2 apiece. And in the clean sheets, it's now 6 sides who have kept a clean sheet there, only Man City. Still to keep a clean sheet so far. Milner, Company, Alderweireld, Otamendi and Lovren all have 2 yellow cards. Still no red cards so far, pretty good going. So, again, let's keep the season going and simulate what will be up to match day 7, at least for Man United. There we go. Manchester derby for United, so a really big game there for them. Let's see what happens in it. Arsenal hold Everton to a 1-1 draw. United beaten by City by 2 goals to 1. Good result for City. And Spurs and Liverpool play out a 2-2 draw at White Hart Lane. Chelsea the only side not to play there. Let's have a look at match day 7. Well, Chelsea come back there and draw 1-1 with Spurs. It's a good win for United, beating Everton by 2 goals to nil, whilst Liverpool pick up a 1-0 win against Man City. Again, let's have a look at the table. So it's really close now. Only 5 points separate top to bottom. Spurs are top, and interestingly enough, only won 2 of their 7 games, drawing 5, but do lead the way on 11 points. Everton also on 11 points, just behind on goal difference. Liverpool up to 10 points now, just a point behind. United on 9, Chelsea are also on 9. Arsenal on 8, but have the game in hand, and with that game in hand, could actually go top if they won by 3 clear goals. Manchester City bottom with just the 6 points, but this could easily change in the second half of the season. Top goal scorers. Ross Barkley now leads the way on 4. Carrick and Aguero both on 3. Dembele, Sturridge, Moses, Ozil, Hazard, Coutinho, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Roberto Firmino, Kane, Stewart and Janssen all on 2. Quite a few more goal scorers on 2 there than I realised. In the assist, Dele Alli still leads away with 3. Mirallas, Henderson, Eriksen, Matic, Martial and Valencia of Everton all have 2. Clean sheets, Cech and De Gea both have 2. There's a whole host of goalkeepers there on 1. Tottenham also, by the way, there do actually have 2 clean sheets. That's split between Vorm and Lloris. In yellow cards, whole host players on 2. Still no red cards. Pretty impressive. So, really close. Let's see how the next match days affect the league. Can Spurs and Everton maintain their leads at the top? Up next for United, Chelsea and Arsenal. And it's a 2-2 draw for United against Chelsea. Good result there. Everton beaten by City. So, bottom of the table City picking up a really good win. But a really good win for Spurs, beating North London rivals Arsenal by 2-1 to go clear at the top. But could they maintain it? Well, they didn't actually play in this match day, but looks like a good set of results for them because it's 3 draws across the board. 2 0-0 draws, Arsenal and United playing out a 0-0 draw at the Emirates, and Chelsea and Man City, the same result. Everton 1, Liverpool 1. So I imagine that's probably kept the table close, apart from Spurs now having, well, a bit more of a lead at the top. 2 points clear of Everton, still unbeaten after 8 games as well, and have a game in hand on Everton, the nearest rivals. Liverpool on 11 points, United up to 11 as well, Chelsea also on the same tally. City off the bottom up to 10 points, Arsenal go bottom with 9 points, but again only 5 points separate top to bottom. So all could still change, all still to play for. So let's simulate up to what will be United's final match day. There we go, 2 more games, so let's see what happens. Spurs held by United to a 2-2 draw. Good win for Chelsea there, beating Liverpool by 1-0. And City and Arsenal play a 1-1 draw, which doesn't do either side many favours in their bids to try and win this competition. The Manchester derby, it's a really good win for United, beating City by 2-1, which will keep them in contention. Everton picking up a fantastic result, beating Arsenal 2-1, whilst Liverpool and Spurs play out a 1-1 draw. So, those set of results keep things very interesting. 2 draws for Spurs mean they're on 16 points now. Look at that, 3 wins, 7 draws, no defeats, and they lead the way. United up to second on 15 points, but they played a game more than Spurs. With only 1 game left, we'll need a lot of results to go their way. Everton actually have a fantastic chance of winning this competition now on 15 points. Chelsea not out of it either, only 2 points behind on 14. Liverpool on 12 points, 4 points back. Have a lot of work to do and need a lot of results to go their way if they are to win. City on 11 points, after 11 games they can no longer win the competition. And Arsenal just 10 points from the 10 games. Only are 6 points behind, however, but it seems they will not be able to win this competition. So it looks like it's between the top 5. It's fascinating that it's only separating each team by 6 points. So let's simulate what will be United's last game in the competition. That would be against Liverpool. Well, it's a good win for Liverpool, beating United by 1-0. Arsenal and Chelsea play out a 2-2 draw, and Spurs and Everton also play out a draw. That's fascinating. That will leave the table really close going into the last match day. And as you can see, Spurs still lead the way. 8 draws from the 11 games on 17 points. Everton on 16 points could still win it. Liverpool and Chelsea 15 points apiece could also still win it. Arsenal and Manchester City will both finish below United, so United will finish no lower than 5th. Arsenal and City will play out to avoid finishing bottom. And again, before the last match day, let's have a look at the top goal scorers. Aguero, Ozil and Kane all on 5, but Aguero's goals and Ozil's goals for that matter unable to pull Man City and Arsenal into contention to win the tournament. Barkley there on 4, Carrick, Hazard, Coutinho, Matic, Roberto Firmino all on 3. In the assist, Dele Alli with 5 leading the way, 2 clear of Mirallas, Henderson and Martial. And for 2 assists, Eriksen, Matic, Pogba and Valencia of Everton. Clean sheets, Cech, Bravo and De Gea. 3 clean sheets apiece. That's fascinating for Arsenal and Man City though. 3 clean sheets, but still out of contention in terms of winning this competition. And Man United for that matter as well, also unable to win the competition. Tottenham have also kept 3 clean sheets. Again, that's split between Lloris and Vorm. And Chelsea as well, Courtois with 2, Begovic with 1. The yellow cards, Milner and Otamendi, 3 yellow cards apiece, leading the way. In fact, looking at Man City there, 4 players in the top 5, Otamendi, Torre, Company and Sanya. And red cards just 2, Lovren and Xhaka. Red cards. So, let's have a look at the fixtures for last match day. See what we've got. So Arsenal will play Liverpool, Chelsea will play Everton, and Spurs will play Man City. So really big games there. Chelsea, Everton, both sides will need a win. Spurs will be hoping that they pick up a win against Man City. Let's see what happens. And if results go their way, Liverpool could still come out on top. So that match day will be there on the 21st. Let's simulate to the 22nd and see what happens and see how the league ends up. So as you can see, Spurs ended up champions there on 20 points. Everton just 3 points back. Chelsea finished 3rd. Liverpool ended up finishing below United. Arsenal avoided finishing bottom, whilst Man City actually ended up having the worst record out of the 7 teams. Before we analyse that in more detail, let's have a look at the last set of results there, just to see what happened. They are the bottom 3 fixtures on your screen there. Arsenal beating Liverpool by 2-1. Chelsea were held by Everton to a 1-1 draw. That was the result that Spurs wanted, as they went and beat City by 2-1. So let's have a look at that table in more detail just to end. So Spurs, look at that, 8 draws in the 12 games. Only won 4 times, but that was enough to pick up 20 points. In fact, 4 wins was the highest amount of wins in the league. Incredible. Everton finished 2nd, 17 points. Chelsea 3rd, only lost twice in the 12 games, but those 7 draws really costing them 16 points. United finished 4th with 15, as did Liverpool, both having pretty much identical records. United just scored 1 more and conceded 1 more. Arsenal 14 points there, and Manchester City on 11 points. Only scored 8 times, Manchester City. Therein lies the problems for them. Quick look at how the top goal scorer ended up. Who won the Golden Boot? Well, that would be shared between Aguero, Ozil and Kane. All on 5. Ross Barkley on 4. Carrick, Hazard, Coutinho, Eriksen, Matic and Firmino all on 3. In the assist, Dele Alli won there with 5. Morales, Henderson and Martial all with 3. 2 assists for Vertonghen, Eriksen, Matic, Pogba and Valencia. Clean sheets, Cech, Bravo and De Gea all with 3. Remember, Tottenham also had 3 clean sheets between Lloris and Form, and Chelsea, Courtois and Begovic, meaning they had 3. And Liverpool as well there, looking at Karius and Mignolet. Yellow cards, Milner, Williams, Otamendi, 3 yellow cards apiece, a whole host of players picking up 2. And in the reds, only Lovren and Xhaka with 1 red card apiece. So, there we go. In this competition, between the top 7 teams of the Premier League, FIFA determines that Spurs would be the champions. In future videos, I'll be doing more FIFA experiments, but thanks very much for watching this video. If you liked it, feel free to comment, like and subscribe, and let me know if there are any experiments you would like to see. Thanks very much for watching.